Welcome back to Supernova Traveler. If you are new, thank you for joining our Travel Around the World family. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are returning, thank you for your support and share my channel and continue your journey. Sorry that I'm late with my reviews, but I've been on vacation, then I got a little lazy. But today we will be reviewing 90 Day Fiance Season 8, Episode 5, Who's the Boss? And trying to get through the rest up until now. Not much happened this episode, so we're going to try and zip right through these couples, seeing as I have to catch up. So let's start with Brandon and Julia. Julia wakes up and has to work the farm today. The animals are practically calling her name. There's so much noise. That is not music to me. I would be so annoyed if that was waking me up. And they're practically calling her name. She doesn't get out till the afternoon to actually feed the animals, and she has to get this lecture from the woman that we met last episode that's supposed to be like a helping farmhand about how you have to wake up at the crack of dawn to feed the animals and da-da-da-da. And she throws some shade, but look, woman, I didn't come here to be a farmhand. I came here to marry the love of my life. You know, like, get over yourself. Anywho, she tries to collect some chicken eggs. After her day of work, we finally have a segment where Brandon gets back from work, and Julia is annoyed because Brandon walks into the house. He goes straight to his room, and he doesn't even say hello to Julia. He doesn't call her name to come here or anything. But of course, Julia hears him come in. And so she goes over to Brandon and she's basically like, I can't work on a farm. This is not for me. Like, this is the last day. And, you know, Brandon's like, oh, just keep trying. And he's like annoyed that she's not trying. Like, she didn't sign up to be on the farm. She signed up to marry you. Anywho, in the midst of their discussion, he says that they have to leave because they have to meet his mother and father and his grandfather for dinner. And of course we get to the dinner place, and the production asks leading questions to the grandfather about his views on Russian Ukrainian women, and he gives the generic answer of them being users and that they're just using Americans for green cards, and that's a concern for him. Nothing different. Pretty much all the same rhetoric all the time. Then at dinner, Brandon's mom spots a hickey on Julia's neck. And all I can think is that this woman, Betty, is too involved with her son's sex life. Like, her husband must no longer clean the pipes if she has so much energy to be wondering and clocking what Julia and Brandon is doing all the time. Like, how hard were you looking at this girl that you've seen the hickey on her neck? And even so, why would you even bring it up? Like, it's not your love life. It's Brandon's love life. People, I would not be able to live with Brandon's mom. I could not do it. Then, lo and behold, Brandon's mom is more controlling and even probably a little bit more selfish. May
9th?
Really? Yeah.
But that's also the weekend of Mother's Day.
Where Brandon and Julia chose May 9th as the day that they would like to be married. And his mom is saying, no, that can't be because that's Mother's Day. I'm like, you can celebrate both holidays. Like, they're each only one day. It's not like the whole weekend or a whole month. It's one day. And his dad is just agreeing with his mom. And I'm just looking like,
you know, May 9th is just not a good day to do this.
It's not. It's Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to share your day with their day.
You know, at least her dad is a supportive husband. You know, you can't be upset at that. But come on. I think they're just bringing drama because they really don't have much drama to bring.
Terrible day to have a wedding.
Alright, now let's move on from Brandon and his controlling, selfish mother and move on to Jovi and Yara. So Jovi and Yara have made up after their fight in the furniture store. Yara gets a nice white rug from Amazon, allegedly, and Jovi has a new outlook on life and understands that he is all Yara has in the US, and it is part of his obligation to make her feel welcomed and that she can depend on him. Yara, in her girlish fashion, starts to have small complaints, obviously. 1, the rug is too small, but it's okay. And 2, is white, so Jovi has to take off his shoes when he comes in the house. Then Jovi tells a bold-faced lie.
It's disgusting. You walk on a dirty street here and people pee.
Nobody pees on the streets of New Orleans.
Look, how did he tell that lie with such a straight face? Like, I was almost convinced myself. And I agree with Yara. Doesn't matter if you have a white rug or not, people should take their shoes off before entering the house. Later on in the episode, Yara and Jovi go out to dinner, and we find out that when Yara had her miscarriage, she was trapped in another country without a passport and then had to get surgery. And Jovi left her in another country by herself while he went off to work. Honestly, that is something that is emotionally traumatizing. I don't know if I could forgive that type of action, even if it is by accident. Because when you're just with somebody and you're traveling, like, you're depending on each other. And especially if you're not the one that has all the money or financial responsibility and you're dependent on someone else and they just leave you, and they leave you in a critical state, that's just traumatizing. So Jovi and Yara, for me, are in a real relationship in my eyes. And if Yara stuck around after that, she must really love Jovi. But emotional trust has definitely been broken, and they are in the process, I believe, of rebuilding.
I had to rush to find a place because I decided against moving in with my daughter Tiffany and her fiance Micah.
On to our filler couple, Rebecca and Zeid, because honestly, they have no storyline. We know for a fact that Zeid is in this for a green card and a better life, and Rebecca just wants someone to obsess over. Honestly, they're a waste of our time to watch.
The only problem is there is something about the apartment that he may not be happy about.
But really, Rebecca, in what way in a conversation would it ever dawn on Zeid to ask, did you live in this building with your ex? Like, Rebecca.
I used to live here with my ex from Morocco. I'm really nervous about Zeid finding out about my history in this building because of everything that happened in Tunisia.
You are a whole gaslighter and you like jealous men. You think it's cute when a man fights over you because it makes you feel more wanted. You need therapy. And no, it's not a dig. I think everyone kind of needs therapy. On to Tariq and Hazel. Nothing really happens with this couple. They go have an all-American breakfast that Tariq wants to show Hazel. And then afterwards, they go to this horrible-looking center that Tariq is trying to convince Hazel to get married in. Look, the place looks like a state-funded nursing home. Hazel, I'm not interested in that place either. Tariq, you need to keep looking. The beach outside the window is a better option. Mike and Natalie are a hot mess. They are trying to save an already dead relationship. I think Natalie wants a green card or just feels she needs to be married and she wants a baby and she just doesn't want to start over. Natalie wants a fairy tale and Mike is not romantic, so she is dating the wrong person. These two always seem so dry, boring, and I honestly don't think Mike is interested anymore. These last few episodes, I'm not even feeling chemistry through the TV. At least with Jovi and Yara, I feel some chemistry between the two. We literally spend the whole episode with Natalie complaining about firecrackers, the measly 2 drinks Mike's had, and his food habits. Like, did she date him because she thought he was a pile of clay she could sculpt? She spends the whole episode telling producers and friends how unhappy she is, but yet she still wants the ring back. She seriously thought that after going to a beautiful waterfall that she can, at dinner, ask about setting a wedding date. Girl, the only reason you're in the US right now is because you had already filed the paperwork before you threw that ring in his face. You know, hopefully they work out. Natalie also has some confusion with the laundry, and I really hope production helped her out.
Softener. We don't have softener. This? Oh, I found softener. Home store, blinch, Jevel.
Sorry, Natalie, but that is not softener.
he got a job at a resort, right? So he's getting a paycheck, right?
Right.
And then you're still helping with bills on top of what he's earning.
Okay, on to Stephanie and Ryan. All you need to know about our last couple is that Stephanie is on the show to spread the word about her beauty business, and she does not love Ryan. She's just happy to have some island penis she believes she can control.
Well, I happen to have a friend that owns a resort there, and so I called and said...
And in her stupidity, she is paying this man wages so he can work without his knowledge. So basically, without her, he can't even get a job. Outside of her paying his wages, she is still paying the family's bills and sending gifts. Like, sis, there are plenty of men in the US you can take care of and would be happy to sit at your home while you work. Like, I don't understand why with the long distance.
Give him the job and I will pay his wages.
That's it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of 90 Day Fiance, Season 8, Episode 5. You're going to go ahead and do Episode 6, 7, and 8. Oh my goodness, so many shows. I'm so behind. And I still have to go ahead and start Married at First Sight. You know me, I like to get all the couples married first before I actually do a review. So once the 4th episode comes out, I will be starting that show. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.